Welcome back to the Hardcore series. Last episode, we built this windmill and I created a community poll to let you vote for what we should build next. Since a lot of people wanted the library and the blacksmith, I've decided to build both today. Let's get straight into it. Now, clearly there's been a bunch of progress on Blockdown side of the island, which means we've got a lot of catching up to do. So to prepare for the episode, I grabbed a bunch of stone and different types of wood. I want to start today's video with the blacksmith. Now, I think it makes a lot of sense to build this close to the castle, so I laid out some extra land to build on. Okay, now that we've got the land laid out, I'm going to start the floor plan for the blacksmith. Wait a minute. Where did the animals go? So the good news is that we have a blacksmith now, but the bad news is that the recording corrupted and I can't use the footage. Luckily, I was running replay mod at the time, so I'll be showing the time-lapse instead. So after laying the floor plan down, I decided that the pallet on this one, I wanted to use some stone variants mixed with oak and spruce wood, as well as some cobble deep slate for the roof trim. Once that was done, I head around the other side and created a little entrance for our blacksmith to enter his new home. Okay, I'm actually super happy with how this one turned out. We've got a nice little chimney on the back. I've decorated the side here with some plant pot, and for the forge area, I've sprinkled some ores around. We've got a nice little workstation, and around the back here, or the front, whatever you want to call it, we've got a signpost just letting people know what type of work goes on here. Pause. I also lost the footage of me and Blockdown saying our goodbyes, but he's given me permission to use the footage from his perspective, so I'll roll that now.
Hello. I kind of got some bad news. I'm heading home.
Wait, it's been a month already.
It has. It's been an entire month. My time's run out, and I figured instead of dying, I'm going to take the portal over there and just head home.
I'm going to miss you, buddy. I'm going to miss you, but I'll finish this island off for us, and I'll be seeing you soon.
What do you mean?
You know.
Kind of weird. See you later.
Bye-bye. Bye, Blocky. Okay, next up on the to-do list is to get our library constructed. Now, I want to build it in this area. I've also placed a pallet down to show what we're going to use. I've got some cobblestone and regular stone, oak wood, andesite, deep slate tiles, and spruce. Okay, now with that in mind, I think we're going to start prepping the area properly. So I removed some of Blockdown's fields and began a floor plan. And you might also notice that my voice sounds a little bit different. I basically got a new microphone, so I'm still experimenting with sounds for now. Okay, with the floor plan finished, I'm going to build these walls up by about 4 and build a tower on the side to about 11. I'm just going to keep things simple with stone variants for the materials. Alright, this is what we've got so far. The texture is a little bit messy, but the shape is exactly what I wanted. So with that, I think it's time we start putting a roof in. So first, I planned on using jungle wood, but then decided to go with this spruce instead. I think later on, though, we'll use jungle as the texture block instead of the oak. Okay, with the roof in place and a little bit of extra detail on the front, I think it's time we tackle this tower. And I'm just going to go with some very basic designs here, using full blocks and maybe some walls. And let's go with our normal trapdoor and slab decoration. And here's a quick little time lapse of me sorting out details at the front. All I done was add a small balcony area as well as a main entrance and a cute bench on the outside. Now, I would say that is more or less done. I've tidied the textures up and I've added some bookshelves in the window. There is one more detail I would like to add later on in the video, however. It was time to start getting things connected. I followed Blockdown's trend and joined the buildings up with coarse dirt pathways, leaving room on all sides for crop fields. Okay, so I've intentionally left these spaces open so that we can fill them with small farms and retaining walls. And to do that, I'm just going to go along this path here with cobblestone first. But first, we have some business to take care of. This entire month, we've been living with the chest monster, and I think it's time we get that sorted. Anyway, with that sorted, it's time to continue with our retaining walls. I went round the outlines of the path, randomizing stone variants for a rustic feeling that matched with Blockdowns, and I think this really helped fill the area out. Okay, I'm really liking how this looks. I think it's time we start putting some crops into these things. And I think it's only right that the final tool we build in this world would be a diamond hoe. With our new trusty hoe, I got to work preparing all of the fields for their crops. Okay, now that the land's fertile, it's time to start getting things planted. I'm going to randomly mix up wheat, carrots, and potatoes. I've got a resource pack that makes each crop extremely unique to look at, so it's nice if we get the variety in there. Okay, so I noticed while planting the crops that the area still looks a little bit empty, so what I'm going to do is grab some materials and throw some simple trees up. For this, I just used fence posts for the stem and surrounded the top with leaves. It's very simple, but I like it, and it matches Blockdowns as well. Okay, yeah, that's looking much better. Oh, anyway, welcome to the final result. An entire month's worth of work between 2 people. I had so much fun working on this, but honestly, I'm glad it's over as it's been exhausting. I couldn't be happier with the result, however, and I hope you like it as much as me and Blockdown do. Apologies for this episode being so short, but with lost footage and real life commitments, it was unavoidable, I'm afraid. I wanted to thank everybody who engaged with the series over the last month. My next series should be dropping within 2 weeks, so don't forget to hit subscribe if you want to stick around for that. Bye!